Hi everyone, welcome to my new video. In this video I want to explain to you the difference between dedicated hosting and shared hosting. I want to explain you in which situation you can go with shared hosting and when you need dedicated hosting. So yeah, then let's get started. So first of all, what is hosting? Hosting is where you can host or put your website data. So if you are planning to start a new website or if you want to start a new e-commerce store, then of course you need some hosting space. This means you need a hard drive in a server center like this on the picture here. So you literally rent out one of these servers here, and in these servers are of course the memory, the CPU, and also the hard drive, and you want to rent out this hard drive or a little bit of space on this hard drive, so where you can connect your domain name with this specific server, and then your website is visible to the world. So yeah, and let's first take a look at shared hosting. So shared hosting means that you are sharing the hard drive and the CPU and the RAM with other people, that you don't own the full server, the full computer. You share the performance of the computer with other people, other websites, and yeah, in most cases this is enough. So if you're planning to run a normal website for your company or a personal website or even an e-commerce store, then shared hosting is enough, is more than enough, because yeah, when you don't have that much traffic, and then yeah, the CPU and the RAM doesn't need to be that fast. And you can see here in this example, this is this is my hosting, or this is a hosting company that I use all the time. This is not my hosting company, but this hosting company, for example, I use all the time, and they have really good pricing. And yeah, I go with the shared hosting option because this is more than enough, and you can see the pricing here are very moderate. You can see I go for example, with the startup plan, and this is $2.99 per month. I think this is really fair. But let's say you have a really huge website, or you want to host a really large e-commerce store, or you want to run a program, for example, or a tool that requires so much CPU power and so much RAM that you want to go with dedicated hosting. So dedicated hosting is here. That means when you buy dedicated hosting, that means you are renting out a complete server here. So this means you own the complete CPU, you have the complete RAM power, you have the complete hard drive of the server of this computer here. And yeah, so if you're running a really huge e-commerce store, if you want to plan to run a really huge e-commerce store or a really huge website, then of course it makes sense to go with a dedicated server or dedicated hosting plan. And yeah, on the other side you can see the pricing is yeah, not so cheap. They are starting here with 156 US dollars per month, and it goes up to 216. Yeah, and this is, of course, it's a little bit more expensive, but on the other hand, yeah, you have so much more hardware power, and you don't have to share the server with other people and other websites. You can see here, for example, with this plan, you will get a very modern CPU. You get a ton of RAM, you get 64 gigabyte of RAM, and you get a large hard drive and all the other goods, all the other stuff here. And but yeah, it is in my case, or in most cases, it's not necessary to go with dedicated hosting, because yeah, dedicated hosting you only need if you run a website or an e-commerce store that gets a ton of traffic, or run really huge performant tools. So in this case, I think for most people it is more than enough to go with shared hosting. And also you can see here, for example, this company has special WordPress hosting plans. So if you want to install or run a WordPress website or a WooCommerce store, then of course you can go with these plans. So this makes it very simple to install and run WordPress or WooCommerce on this hosting. And yeah, so if you want to check it out yourself, I will put the link to this hosting company because it's my favorite in the video description down below. Check it out. If you like it, then go with one of these plans. So they offer you one website, a domain name. You get, of course, a website, hosting space, you get a domain name, you get with this plan 100 GB SSD storage, you get an SSL certificate and all the good stuff. So yeah, I think this is one of the best hosting companies in my opinion. Of course, you can go with a different hosting company if you have a better one, but I will put the link to this hosting company in the video description because I think, in my opinion, it's one of the best hosting companies, one of the fastest hosting companies, and the service is really great. And yeah, you get support 24/7. And yeah, so that's it for the video. So like I said, dedicated hosting you only need when you're running a really huge e-commerce store or a really huge website with a ton of visitors, and you need a ton of performance on your website and a ton of storage space. And for most users, dedicated hosting, not dedicated hosting, shared hosting is more than enough. And for my website and e-commerce stores, I always go with the smallest plan, because even the smallest plan is yeah, more than enough for me, because 100 gigabytes of storage is so much. And storage wise, you only need storage for images, videos, and most of the data on your website are text and JavaScript and HTML code. So I think this is a really good package. So yeah, if you have any questions about this topic, then let me know in the comments down below. I will try to answer all your questions as soon as I can. And if you found the video helpful, then yeah, please give this video a thumbs up. And also I would appreciate if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.